I was talking to Helwani. We were doing Errol and the Bad Guy, and he was talking about something else, but he slipped this in. And it was one of those things where, whoa, hold that thought. Talking about something else that had to do with Conor McGregor. And Errol goes, yeah, they've been talking to Masvidal and Covington about doing a fight next year that will not be a main event, but special rules, it'll be 5 rounds anyway. And then he moved on to whatever he was saying, but that stood out with me. Whoa, Errol, hold on. Come back to that. So, couple of thoughts there. Okay, first off, if Colby and Masvidal are going to fight, you see where that needs to be 5 rounds. But whatever placement they're getting on a card has a championship fight on it, so they're going to put the champions as the main event. I'm a traditionalist. I don't love change, right? I don't love change for no reason. I see this in the grappling world. This isn't a fair comparison, but I'm going to make it anyway because I think it's a point that you'll understand. The grappling world is very tough to get off the ground because every single event has their own rules. Then you will have certain competitors who won't even go by the rules of the event, so the event will then cater to those competitors and make a special set of rules just for them as the main event. So now you've got to watch grappling, which for most people is painfully boring. Once they then can learn it, it's boring because they can't understand what's going on. Are we getting points here? Are we looking for, they just don't get what's going on. So now you have to learn the event of the rules that some jerk made up in the first place, and his announcers are trying to explain it to whatever audience has tuned in, and they're completely lost because the rules make no sense. Oh, and then by the way, within the same card, we're going to go to another set of rules. They wonder why they go broke. They wonder why they can't get fans, but they won't stop. Like, they just will not stop and go by the unified rules so that this is simple, like any other sport on God's earth. I bring that in because we have a very clear set of rules over here, and one is a policy, not even a rule, which is if you were the main event, you're going 5 rounds. It's for a title, of course you're going 5. If it's not for a title, but it's the last fight of the night, you're going 5. Great. I don't like the idea of making a co-main event 5 rounds just because. Because where does that stop? When do we stop doing that? When do we stop messing with the rounds? Do we have a 4-round fight somewhere? Does some cardio guy call for a 6-round fight? You got to go file a letter with the commission, right? I'm being a little bit silly, but I'm just sharing with you. Whatever the rules are, the rules are. Now, I do want to see Colby and Masvidal for 5 rounds. And if somehow we have to appease the system because we don't want to slide a champion by making these guys a co-main event spot, but giving them the same tip of the hat if it was a main event. Look, stop. Main events and title fights are 5 rounds. Good news is, Masvidal is a champion. And we keep pretending like he's not. I watched them put the belt around his waist, and nobody has taken it off of his waist. Let's do the fight. Let's do the 5 rounds. Put the title up.